The internet is on fire, and fans are absolutely stunned as Yandy Smith, in a move no one saw coming, went live on Instagram screaming at the top of her lungs, accusing none other than Erica Mena of sleeping with her man, Mendeecees Harris. The energy was chaotic, the vibe, straight up betrayal. Phones were buzzing, DMs exploding, and comment sections overflowing as Yandy paced back and forth in her living room, visibly shaking, shouting, "You really thought I wouldn't find out? Erica, seriously?" It wasn't just the accusations that sent shockwaves. It was Mendeecees' reaction that took the drama to another level. Mid-livestream, he walked in, tried to calm Yandy down, and then, just like that, walked out in front of thousands of live viewers. No words, no explanation, just silence and a slammed door. Fans were left clutching their phones, mouths open, asking, "Did that really just happen?" As the video replayed across every major gossip page, one question echoed louder than the rest. What really happened between Erica and Mendeecees? And why did Yandy choose to expose it live in front of the whole world? Buckle up, because this isn't just another reality TV storyline. This is real, raw, and breaking wide open. Everything seemed fine. Yandy Smith was posting her usual brand reels and daily affirmations. Mendeecees Harris was sharing gym clips and daddy moments. Nothing looked off. But then, one grainy video changed everything. A quick, blurry snap of a woman, her hairstyle, figure, and profile unmistakably resembling Erica Mena, walking out of what fans claimed was Mendeecees' apartment, and that was all it took. Within hours, the internet was on fire. It started as a whisper, a few comments here and there, but it didn't stay quiet for long. "That's Erica. I know that ponytail anywhere," one user wrote under the clip reposted by a gossip page. Another fan added, "Mendeecees been acting too slick lately?" Screenshots flooded every blog, and speculation turned into accusations. But what really pushed this into chaos was a cryptic Instagram story from Yandy herself. In white text on a black background, she wrote, "Cheating is one thing. Cheating with her is a declaration of war." That was the moment fans knew something explosive was coming. By nightfall, the tension had reached its peak. No one had responded officially, not Mendeecees, not Erica, and definitely not Yandy, until she suddenly went live. No warning, no glam, no filters, just Yandy in a hoodie with her hair tied up in a loose bun, staring directly into the camera. Her eyes looked heavy, her expression was hard. For a few moments, she said nothing. The comments exploded immediately. Is she about to talk about Erica? "Oh my god, Yandy's live run! Someone screen record this!" And then she spoke. "I really tried to stay quiet. I really did." Her voice was steady, but her jaw clenched. "I kept telling myself maybe it wasn't what it looked like. Maybe I was just being paranoid. But when the receipts start piling up, silence becomes betrayal." Fans watching live could feel the shift. This wasn't just a venting session. It was a breakdown, a live unraveling of something deep and painful. "I got screenshots. I got messages. I got audio," Yandy continued, holding up her phone. "And guess who it all points to? The same chick who be smiling in my face and calling my daughter cute. Erica Mena." The chat section went wild. "No, not Erica. Mendeecees cheated with her? This can't be real. Yandy, don't play." Yandy kept going, her voice rising with every word. "You thought I wouldn't find out? You thought this would stay between you two? Nah, not today. Not after everything I've done for that man. Everything we built." Then came the moment that truly shook everyone watching. Yandy stopped, took a breath, and stared into the camera again. "Erica Mena, you slept with my man." Silence. For a moment, even the comment section slowed down. No one knew what to say. It wasn't speculation anymore. It wasn't gossip. It was a direct accusation from Yandy herself, and it was live. Then, in the background, a door creaked open. Viewers could hear it clearly. Someone had entered the room. Yandy's camera wobbled slightly as she shifted. Her expression turned colder. "Oh, so you here now?" she muttered, turning the phone slightly. There stood Mendeecees. Wearing a blank expression, he looked tired, drained, and unbothered. "What's going on, Yandy?" he asked, confused but calm. The viewers erupted again. He really showed up mid-live? "Oh, it's about to get ugly." He better not lie to her face. Yandy pointed her phone at him and said, "Go ahead. Tell them. Tell everyone this is fake. Say you didn't meet up with Erica. Say those messages aren't from you. Mendeecees looked at her, then at the camera. His face was unreadable. "I'm not doing this online," he said slowly. Yandy laughed, but it wasn't a happy laugh. It was the kind of laugh that happens right before someone cries or breaks something. "Yeah, of course you're not. Because offline you were busy entertaining Erica, right?" He opened his mouth to say something, then stopped. His hands raised slightly like he was trying to stay calm, but his silence said everything. "Nothing to say?" Yandy asked, tears finally brimming in her eyes. "You can't even deny it?" Mendeecees turned around. Just like that, in front of thousands of live viewers, he walked out. No apology, no denial, no explanation, just silence. And a slammed door. Yandy stood there, stunned, the weight of the betrayal crashing into her all at once. But she didn't end the stream. Instead, she looked back into the camera. "I never thought I'd be humiliated like this," she said quietly. "Not just as a woman, but as a wife, a mother, someone who gave everything." The comments flooded with support, shock, and confusion. Yandy, "We love you, stay strong." I knew Mendeecees was shady. Erica really did that? And then, like the final nail in the coffin, she ended the stream with one last message. This ain't over, and the truth, it's coming out. With or without his permission. But the story didn't stop there, because less than 24 hours later, Erica Mena posted a black screen to her story. Nothing but white text that read, "The truth always comes out. Let them talk." And just like that, everything changed. Again, the fire that had already ignited was now an inferno, and fans were left with more questions than answers. Was Erica admitting something, denying it, or throwing shade right back at Yandy? That's where the next part begins. The internet exploded again. The moment Erica's story went up, blogs, gossip pages, and fan accounts jumped into full speculation mode. Was that a confession? Was she playing mind games? Or was she about to drop her own set of receipts? Fans flooded her comments, demanding answers. What truth, Erica? Girl, did you really sleep with Mendeecees? Don't play coy now. We saw Yandy's live. But Erica said nothing else. Meanwhile, Yandy stayed quiet. No follow-up posts, no more lives. Just silence. But it wasn't the calm kind. It was the kind of silence that comes right before the storm hits again. Then came the second blow. A leaked voicemail surfaced on a gossip site known for its brutal exclusives. The audio was scratchy, but clear enough to make out the voices. A man who fans were convinced was Mendeecees, speaking softly, nervously, saying, "Yo, we can't keep doing this. I told you I'd handle it, but she's starting to catch on." The second voice? Female, teasing, almost smug. "Then maybe you should stop acting like you still love her." That was all it took. Fans compared the voice to Erica's past interviews, and though it wasn't confirmed, the resemblance was undeniable. Blogs plastered the leak with headlines like, "Mendeecees caught on tape, secret affair exposed," and "Is this Erica?" Fans think so. Yandy didn't react publicly, but insiders claimed she was devastated and considering her next move. One friend allegedly told a blogger, "This isn't just about cheating, this is about betrayal." From both sides, romantic and friendship. Mendeecees, on the other hand, finally posted something. A black and white photo of himself with a vague caption. "You live, you learn." No tags, no comments enabled, just vibes. But fans weren't letting it slide. Oh, so now he wanna act wise? Nah, speak up. Were you cheating or nah? Funny how y'all always go silent when caught. The pressure was building. And then, out of nowhere, Erica went live. The entire internet tuned in. The live shot was dim, just her face lit by a soft lamp. Her voice was low, calm, but every word cut like glass. "I'm not here to start a war," she began. "I'm not here to defend or deny. But what I'm gonna say is this." The comments were already out of control. She about to confirm it. Is she high RN or just done with everything? "Spill it, Erica. It's too late to hold." "Back now," Erica exhaled. "Sometimes people get close, too close, and feelings get messy. But I never planned to hurt anybody, especially not someone I once called a sister." Fans gasped. There it was, the semi-confession. She wasn't denying anything, but she wasn't naming names either. It was the kind of statement that left everything twisted and muddy. "I ain't Gonna put nobody on blast, she added. But if the shoe fits, wear it. Yandy watched the live silently, according to someone close to her. And when it ended, she made her move. The next morning, Yandy posted a photo. No caption. Just a close-up of her left hand. Bare. No wedding ring. Her eyes weren't in the frame, but the message was loud and clear. She was done. Comments poured. In. The ring is gone. It's over. Yandy deserves better. This is heartbreaking. Mendeecees still hadn't spoken directly, and that made it worse. Fans demanded accountability. Interviews were requested. People wanted a live, a sit-down, anything. But he stayed silent. Then came the third twist. A producer from Love and Hip. Hot posted a behind-the-scenes photo on set. Guess who was in the background? Yandy. Sitting on a couch, arms folded, face unreadable. And right next to her, Erica Mena. The internet lost its mind. So y'all filming together after all this? This must be for the reunion episode. No way. OMG, if they confront each other on camera, it's gonna break the internet. Sources close to production leaked that the scene filmed that day was the most explosive in the show's history. Reportedly, security had to step in twice, and one of the producers even said, "We've never seen Yandy like this, but nothing aired yet." Fans had to wait. In the meantime, the tension continued building offline. Fans started dissecting every post, every story, every like, and unfollow. And the drama reached new levels when a clip surfaced of Mendeecees spotted in Atlanta, allegedly seen entering a hotel late at night, with someone who looked eerily like Erica. No clear face, just angles and grainy footage, but enough to stir the pot. Yandy's name trended again. So did Erica's. And of course, Mendeecees was everywhere. This man playing both sides like it's a game. He really lost the best woman he ever had. Erica ain't innocent either. She knew what she was doing. And then came the bombshell post. Yandy uploaded a video, pre-recorded and professionally edited. Sitting in a chair, soft lighting, serious expression. This wasn't live chaos. This was controlled fire. "I've been quiet," she began, "because I needed to process, because I needed to breathe. But now, I'm ready to speak. Not for him, not for her, but for myself." She went on to talk about betrayal. Not just romantic, but personal, emotional. Betrayal by someone who smiled in her face and stood next to me in my worst moments, only to create new ones behind my back. She didn't say names, but she didn't need to. "I built my life around trust," she continued. "And when that trust gets broken by people you never expected, it's a different kind of pain. It cuts in silence." The video ended with one line that fans still quote in every comment: "My peace matters more than any apology that will never come." And just like that, it wasn't just about cheating anymore. It was about healing. Yandy wasn't just reacting. She was reclaiming. The internet exploded with support. Celebrities reposted the video, fans sent love, and gossip pages declared, "Yandy just ended this saga with grace and fire." But the drama wasn't done yet, because after a few days of silence, Mendeecees posted again. This time, a teaser, just 6 words. "My side, coming this Friday, unfiltered." And now, all eyes were back on him. What was he going to say? Was he going to deny everything? Or was he finally ready to own up? Fans were torn. Some believed he'd apologize. Others expected deflection. And a few thought he'd throw both women under the bus. But one thing was clear. The next chapter of this story was about to explode. Friday couldn't come fast enough. For days, fans refreshed his page, podcasts teased it, and gossip channels set their thumbnails in advance. The anticipation wasn't just about curiosity, it was about closure. Everyone wanted to hear his side. The man at the center of this storm. The man accused of cheating with a former friend of his wife. The man who walked out mid-live while his wife cried in front of thousands. When Friday finally arrived, Mendeecees dropped a video just past noon. It wasn't flashy. No music, no dramatic editing. Just him, sitting alone in a neutral-toned room, phone in hand, talking straight into the camera. "I know a lot's been said," he started slowly. "And I know I look guilty to a lot of people right now. But I ain't here to argue. I ain't here to throw shade. I'm just gonna tell you all the truth." He paused, rubbed his face, looked down, then looked back up. Me and Yandy been through a lot. Y'all seen us on TV, y'all seen the ups, y'all seen the downs, but what y'all don't see is what happens behind those cameras. And trust me, a lot happens. The comment section was on fire. He better not blame her. You cheated or nah? Don't deflect, speak facts. Mendeecees sighed. Was I wrong for how close I got to Erica? Yeah, I was. I should have drawn a line earlier. I should have handled it better. But did I sleep with her? No, I didn't. I swear on everything that didn't happen. Fans were divided. Some didn't believe him. Some said the voicemail proved otherwise. Others asked, then why'd you walk out on Yandy's live like that? He answered that too. I left because it wasn't the place. I ain't gonna argue with my wife in front of 10,000 people. Y'all think that's strength? Y'all think being loud means being real? Nah, real men don't perform pain on camera. They try to fix it privately. But fans weren't buying all of it. Many pointed out that if it were really just a close friendship, Yandy wouldn't be this hurt. And Erica's "let them talk" post? That didn't sound innocent either. Mendeecees finished the video by saying, I still love Yandy. I always will. I just hope one day she can forgive me. Not for something I didn't do, but for how bad it all looked. But instead of easing tension, the video only added more fuel to the fire. Within minutes, Yandy posted a one-line tweet. Love without honesty is just performance. Mic drop. People instantly knew it was directed at him. She said what needed to be said. Yandy got bars now. The shade is delicious. Then Erica jumped back in. Not with a video, not with a live, but a post that felt like a grenade. A photo of her sitting in a makeup chair, smirking into the mirror. The caption? Only the guilty need to defend themselves. I said what I said. Fans were done, so you did do it? Girl, that's not a denial. This is the most toxic triangle in reality TV history, but then, out of nowhere, a new character entered the mix. A woman named Keisha, allegedly a former assistant who had worked with both Yandy and Erica, posted a TikTok claiming she had seen texts between Erica and Mendeecees months before all this went public. In her video, she said, I ain't trying to be messy, but let's just say, when you see "Hey Big Head" text with late-night timestamps, you kind of know what's going on. The internet imploded. Keisha's video got reposted everywhere. People were analyzing her past posts, checking to see if she was legit. And, based on her old behind-the-scenes clips with Yandy and Erica, she was real. Yandy didn't comment publicly. But 2 hours later, she unfollowed Erica. Then she unfollowed Mendeecees. No caption, no explanation. Just digital silence that said more than words ever could. A source close to Yandy told a major blog, this was the final straw. The fact that outsiders are now confirming what she already feared, it's over. This time, for real. And yet, the story still wasn't done. Because just when things looked like they'd hit the final note, Love and Hip Hop dropped the teaser for their upcoming reunion special. And in the very first clip, a shaky camera catches Yandy walking into the studio, ignoring producers, heading straight to Erica's dressing room. Security rushing after her. The voiceover says, when betrayal crosses the line, nothing is off limits. Fans were already calling it the most anticipated reunion in the show's history. Clips of yelling, crying, and someone throwing a drink, was that Erica? Flooded the trailer. It was chaos. It was raw. It was everything fans lived for. But behind all the hype, there was still a real woman going through heartbreak. Yandy posted another video that evening, a calm, reflective one. I've learned that loyalty can sometimes be a one-way street, she said. You give and give and give until one day you realize ain't nobody protecting your heart the way you protected theirs. She didn't cry. She didn't scream. She just spoke with a strength that felt earned. I'm not bitter, she added. I'm just tired of pretending I'm okay when I'm not, and tired of waiting for people to become who they promised. They were. Her fans flooded her with love. You're glowing through the pain. This is growth. This is womanhood. You don't need either of them. Period. But despite her calm exterior, insiders say the betrayal cut deep, and when producers hinted that the reunion episode would include a direct face-off between Yandy and Erica, with Mendeecees in the room, fans knew the next chapter wasn't going to be soft. As the teaser clip ended, one final moment played. Erica looking Yandy dead in the eye and saying, I didn't betray you. He did. To which Yandy replied, Then why did you answer when he called? The room went dead silent. No music, no dramatic cuts. Even the producers held their breath as Yandy and Erica locked eyes. The tension was so thick, it felt like the cameras themselves were nervous to keep rolling. Erica blinked slowly, her expression unreadable. "Because he said you two were done," she finally replied. "He said y'all were just co-parenting." Yandy laughed, a cold, bitter, broken kind of laugh. "Really? That's your excuse? He said we were done? Girl, that man was in my bed in my house eating my food, calling me his wife." Erica crossed her arms. "Then ask him why he said that. Don't come for me like I hunted him down." Mendeecees, sitting off to the side, shifted uncomfortably. The camera cut to him, his hands clasped together, eyes locked on the floor like he was hoping it would swallow him whole. Yandy didn't even glance at him. Her focus was razor sharp, burning into Erica. "You didn't just betray me. You betrayed our friendship. My kids called you auntie. You sat at my table. You laughed with me, cried with me." Erica's jaw clenched. "And I regret that." "Okay, I do. I regret letting it get that far. But don't act like you're some saint either." "What's that supposed to mean?" Yandy snapped. "You want to talk about betrayal?" Erica stood up, her voice rising. "How about all those times you threw me under the bus to make yourself look good on this show? How about when you knew Rich was playing me and you said nothing?" Yandy stood too. "That is not the same thing, and you know it." The host, clearly panicked, tried to step in. "Ladies, let's try to—" "Nah," Yandy cut him off, eyes never leaving Erica. "Let her speak. I want to hear her lie some more." Erica took a step forward. "You want to know what really happened? Fine. He came to me. He was the one texting, calling, asking to meet up, and yeah, I responded. I shouldn't have. But don't paint this like I seduced your man. Your man was already gone." A gasp rippled through the audience. Mendeecees looked up, mouth opening like he wanted to deny it. But nothing came out, just silence. Again. And that silence was louder than any. "Confession? Wow," Yandy said, stepping back, visibly shaking. "I carried this man through prison, through court dates, through family drama. And this is how he thanks me?" Erica opened her mouth, but Yandy held up a hand. "Save it. I'm done listening to snakes hiss." The reunion was paused. For 10 minutes after that, producers rushed in. Security escorted both women to opposite sides of the studio. Mendeecees sat frozen, still not saying a word. But the damage was done, and the footage? Instantly iconic. By the next morning, the internet was flooded with clips, edits, reaction videos. The phrase, "your man was already gone," trended for 2 days straight. Fans were divided. Some blamed Erica, some blamed Mendeecees, some blamed both. But one thing was clear. Yandy had captured the public's sympathy. Her raw pain, her dignity, her refusal to be gaslit. It resonated, but she wasn't finished. A few days later, Yandy released a video on her channel titled "My Truth." It wasn't flashy, no background music, just her sitting in her living room, barefaced and real. "I didn't want to make this video," she said quietly. "I wanted to let it go, but I keep seeing people saying, Yandy must have done something too. She probably pushed him away. And I just want to say, no, I didn't. I gave everything." She talked about loyalty, about sacrifice, about how hard it is to forgive yourself for loving someone who didn't protect you. And then she said the line that hit fans the hardest. "I wasn't asking for perfect. I was just asking for honest." The video hit 1 million views in 2 days. Meanwhile, Mendeecees disappeared. No posts, no stories, no comments. The man who once documented every gym session and family dinner had gone completely dark. Rumors began to spread. Some said he had moved out. Others claimed he was in therapy. One blogger even said he was seen meeting with producers alone, possibly to film his own documentary-style confession. But Yandy, she was moving forward. She started a podcast, The Unbothered Table, a show about healing, self-worth, and what happens after betrayal. Her first episode opened with, "Sometimes the people who break your heart are the same ones you prayed for." And fans showed up. Every episode pulled in hundreds of thousands of listeners. Women sent messages saying they felt seen, heard, validated. Yandy had turned her pain into power, but even as she healed, The media wasn't done poking. One interview clip went viral, an old castmate hinting that this wasn't the first time. Mendeecees had crossed the line. We all knew there was tension with Erica. It was only a matter of time. The headlines wrote themselves. Yandy's betrayal goes deeper than fans knew. Was Mendeecees cheating all along? The cast knew, Yandy didn't. And as the truth unfolded, so did the impact. Erica, trying to salvage her image, posted a photo of her kids with the caption, "I make mistakes, but I'm still a mother. I'm still human." It got love, and it got hate. Fans weren't ready to forget. And they definitely weren't ready to forgive. But the biggest shock came weeks later when Love and Hip Hop announced a spin-off. Surviving the Fallout, a docuseries following Yandy in real time as she navigated the chaos of her broken marriage, the drama with Erica, and the rebuilding of her life. The trailer was haunting. Yandy standing on a rooftop, voiceover playing, "They broke me, but they didn't bury me." The final shot? A FaceTime call from an unknown number. Yandy's face hardens. She picks up. "Hello?" Cut to black. Fans speculated it was Mendeecees. Some said it was Erica. Others guessed it was someone new entirely, and just like that, the drama had a new chapter. But before that story could unfold, a new scandal was about to hit. The screen went black, but fans couldn't stop talking. Who was on the other end of that FaceTime call? Was it Mendeecees trying to reconcile? Was it Erica ready to drop more drama? Or was it someone entirely unexpected? Speculation spread like wildfire. Reaction videos, fan theories, even fake leaks surfaced claiming to have inside information. The suspense was unbearable. When episode 1 of Surviving the Fallout finally dropped, the answer came within the first 2 minutes. Yandy sat on her couch, phone to her ear, eyebrows slightly raised. The voice on the other end? "I know I'm probably the last person you want to hear from right now, but I just need 5 minutes." It was Mendeecees. Not Erica, not someone new. It was the man at the center of it all. Yandy hesitated, then said, "Why now?" His reply came through the speaker, tired and uncertain. "Because I finally realized what I lost. The moment was raw, real, and uncomfortable to watch." "You think 5 minutes is enough to fix what you destroyed?" Yandy asked. "No," he said, "but maybe it's enough to tell the truth. The real truth, not the Instagram version." Fans were instantly divided. Some wanted her to hang up, others hoped for closure. Yandy stared at the phone, sighed, and said, "You've got 5. That's it." The episode then cut to a one-on-one. Sit down. Yandy and Mendeecees sitting across from each other in a quiet, private space. No host, no producers interrupting, just 2 people with too much history and not enough honesty. "Why her?" Yandy asked, eyes locked on him. Mendeecees leaned forward. "It wasn't about her, it was about me. I was feeling lost, unseen, and instead of talking to you, I turned to someone who made me feel like I mattered again." "So you went to my friend," she snapped.